We're here with track head coach Mike Heimerman as they look forward this weekend going back to LSU. First, DJ, he's been close to winning conference field athlete of the week a number of times already this week, or already this year. How's the field? How happy are you for him to finally break through and get one?
Well, it's a good thing for him. I mean, it's not our end goal, and it's not really huge. I mean, it is, but it isn't, because it is a voting, and we're just working towards the end game is winning conference, individual conference titles, qualifying for regionals, and hopefully qualifying for nationals again. But no, it's huge. I mean, it shows that everybody's paying attention to what he's done, because two big marks, 1924 in the shot and 62.77 in the disc. Those are two massive marks. So it just shows everybody's paying attention and then giving him a little credit for it.
Yeah, and then we're a few months into the season now, if you count indoor. I mean, anybody who's really any pleasant surprises for you, but you didn't expect the world from, but they have really shown up.
There's a few, but one, like, let's say on the men's side, Desmond Duncan out of Winfield. Coach Adams saw some talent there, and he's come over and put in the work, and he's turned into quite a pleasant surprise. And there's a few other guys, and girls, I could go in and name all day, but Desmond is probably the one right off the top of my head that I think is coming in, and he's starting to do some big things, and by the end of the year, he's going to be really good.
Yeah, who has made the biggest strides? You maybe not earlier in the year, maybe they weren't performing as they would have hoped, but have really come on strong the last few months.
Well, I enjoy you putting me on the spot here with all this name dropping, but it's not that he wasn't putting in some great performances, but he has really stepped up and got some big personal bests, and that's Austin Semino. Last week at TCU, he ran very well, personal best in the 100, personal best in the 200, and in some bad weather, very cold, but Austin's done a very, very good job, and he's been very diligent in his career here, and he shows up every day, he works hard, he does all the right things, so that's kind of one of the, I'm not surprised, but yet his performances have been really, really good.
Yeah. You guys, you talked quite a bit about the sprinters and obviously you being the throws coach, but the jumps team has done really well to start. So Coach Fisher must have done a pretty darn good job with them.
Oh, he's doing a great job. Those guys are flying underneath the radar a little bit. Andrew was first in the triple jump, second in the long jump indoors, and Randy was third in the high jump. And Andrew is a sophomore, Randy's a freshman, so it's a young group. On the women's side, Jaslyn and Orsiana are both sophomores, so it's a very, very young group, and there's a lot of freshmen with Scenaria and Victoria. But it's a very, very young group, and they're just starting to come into their own, and I see some bigger things in the future out of all of them.
Yeah. Then finally, what are kind of your expectations for the meet at LSU? I mean, you mentioned the weather, not the best last weekend, but the weather should be a little bit better this weekend, you'd hope.
Yeah, last week I think our wind chills was in the upper 40s, maybe low 50s with a howling wind, kind of like what we have today, but it's much warmer today. But LSU is supposed to be 80, 81 degrees, sunny, with a little breeze, not much of a wind. So, just the weather's going to make it, feel like outdoors. And the kids, especially all of them, they like sweating a little bit. There was no sweating last week in Fort Worth at TCU. It was pretty dang cold, so it was a little miserable. But just going out there, it being warm, I think the kids are going to enjoy being outside when it's warm, and should just be some good marks.
Yeah, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.